On episode 235 of the 40 Plus Fitness Podcast, I share 11 tips for sticking with a workout regimen. You can find the full show notes for this episode at 40plusfitnesspodcast.com/235. Have you decided you're ready to make a change? To reclaim your health and fitness? The 40 Plus Fitness Podcast is here for you. I'm your host, Alan Meisner. I'm an NSAM certified personal trainer with a specialization in corrective exercise and fitness nutrition. Let me be your coach as you find your way on your health and fitness journey. All right, let's go. Spring has sprung. Are you ready for it? Surefire Results for Weight Loss is a 28-day program guaranteed to help you lose weight. Simple lifestyle changes, I'll be your accountability coach, and a supportive Facebook group. Go to 40plusfitnesspodcast.com/surefire and join today. Today's episode was an answer to a question from someone on Facebook. Thank you, Donna, for the question. Glad you offered this topic up, and I'll be glad to talk about it. So we're going to talk about tips for sticking to a workout regimen. So get your pens out. I've got 11 of them. Okay, the first one, reconnect to your why. If you've been listening to me at all, you know that I'm a very big fan of defining your why so you understand exactly who you're doing this for and why you're doing this. Once you kind of have that in mind, it makes it very easy to understand that this is not something you just do once and done. This is something you need to do every single day. You need to be applying yourself to your workouts each and every time. You need to show up for them each and every time. So knowing and reconnecting with your why is very important to getting started and getting things moving and keeping with it. Okay, number 2 on my list is to do it first. Okay, now I'll admit I don't necessarily like lifting weights in the morning, but what I've found is if I put it off until later in the day, I'm much more likely to skip it. So if you'll go ahead and you'll put your workout towards the beginning of the day, maybe the first thing you do, you'll be much more likely to do it. So doing it first when you don't have decision fatigue and all the problems that are associated with not having complete control of your day, you'll be able to get it done because it's there and you've got a time for it. And that leads me to my number 3, and that's to set an appointment, okay? Now, it works if you have a workout buddy or whatnot that you're going to be there because they expect you to be there. But even if you don't have someone that's going to be meeting you at your workouts, set it up like it's an appointment, like you're going to meet with your boss, and you know you're going to show up for your boss. Now, you be the boss of you and show up for your workout, okay? Number 4, have an objective, okay? I like to have a race, like a mud run or something in front of me so that I kind of have something compelling that I'm working toward. But anything that you would like to do, it could be a race, it could be a tennis match, it could be some kind of competition. It could be that you just go out and you buy yourself a dress that's one size small and say, okay, I want to fit in this dress. I'm going to have to do these things. So that's my objective. And you start working toward it. You've got that right in front of you. You can see it. It's right there. You just have to work a little bit to get there. So that's number 4. Number 5 is set micro goals, okay? A lot of times if we set a goal that we want to be able to accomplish a certain thing or finish a race in a certain amount of time, but that race is a long way away, and the amount that we're trying to overcome, that distance between where we are now and where that goal is, might be pretty big. And that might be a little discouraging at times, particularly when you're just not seeing the progress that you had hoped to see. So if I want to, say, increase my deadlift by 40 pounds in 4 months, and that first month I easily get 10 pounds stronger, the next month I'm 10 pounds stronger, and then that third month I don't get any stronger. I don't really feel like I'm getting anywhere, and I've only got another month to go. It might get very discouraging. So if I set some smaller goals towards my goal of 40, then that's going to give me those wins along the way. It's going to kind of fuel me to push just a little harder on the next one, just a little more on the next workout, so that I'm getting the strength that I need to kind of step past each of these little micro goals, and I know I'm well on my way to reaching my full goal. Okay, number 6, make it something you trip over. And I literally mean trip over. I will often leave my workout bag in front of my door so that I'm sure to pick it up on my way out. So for those days that I'm not working out first thing in the morning and I'm going to get an afternoon workout in, I want to make sure I have my workout bag in my truck. And the only way that's going to happen for me many times is if I make sure I'm going to trip over it to get out the door to my truck. So make it something that you're going to trip over so it's a constant reminder that it's there, okay? Number 7 is convenience, okay? If you're going to join a gym or you're going to start a program or you're getting into a program, try to find the most convenient way to do that possible. So it might mean that you have to buy some workout equipment and have that at home because that's the convenience. That's what's going to allow you to do this. If you have children or other obligations, going out of your way to get to a gym might just not be practical for you. So if you make it very, very convenient to get your workouts done, then you're going to be much more likely to comply with your workout program. Number 8 is hire a good trainer. If you have a good trainer, you're going to see progress and you're going to enjoy it. Plus, you're going to have someone that's holding you accountable and somebody you have to show up for because you have an appointment. So hire a good trainer that's going to help you get the progress you want. And getting progress, again, it's just one of those things that helps fuel you along as you go so you're sticking with it. And a good trainer is also going to be very supportive. So they're going to be your cheerleader when you need a cheerleader. They're going to be your coach when you need a coach. But having a good trainer will be something that will keep you going and keep you active. So yes, have a good trainer. Next is to have an accountability partner. Now, a lot of people say, I have an accountability partner, but that accountability partner is missing the workouts as much as you are or more than you are. They're not an accountability partner anymore. They're just a workout buddy, but they're not really holding you accountable. So you need someone that is really going to hold you to it and say, look, we are going to be here at 6 o'clock every morning. We're going to do our workouts and we're going to work hard. We're going to stay focused and we're going to get it done. We're going to see results. You need someone that's a little bit stern with you, someone that you can trust to actually hold you accountable to do this work. So having an accountability partner is a good way to stick with your workouts. Number 10 is to have some planned periodization. And what I mean by periodization, well, what periodization is where you do a certain type of workout for a period of time and then you change over to another. Now, most periodization schemes that I see out there will either be 4, 8, or 12 weeks, and you'll go through a program for about that amount of time, and then you change up the programming. And people will use terms like muscle confusion and da-da-da. The reality of it is this: working out can get very boring, and if you do the same workout over and over and over, you're going to plateau on some of those lifts, and you're just not going to be as motivated. You're not going to see the growth. By rotating into different types of lifts or different types, maybe even a different type of modality of exercise, it gives your body an option to do something a little different, to look a little different. So like right now in my workouts, I'm working out for strength. So all my workouts are dedicated towards me getting much stronger. And then after a period of about 12 weeks, which right after I run a mud run, because I don't want to get big and bulky for a mud run, but after I finish the mud run, I'm probably going to go and cycle through and do some lifting for mass. So at that point, I'll change my programming. It'll be more dedicated towards building muscle mass. So again, periodization is something that just keeps things interesting, and you plan that and say, okay, for 12 weeks, I'll do this, and then 12 weeks, I'll do that. Or you can break it up into 4-week segments or whatever. And it could be that I say, okay, I'm going to do 12 weeks of this, and then I'm going to get into cardio shape, and I may do cardio for 12 weeks. But just making sure you break things up a little bit just makes it a little bit more interesting, and you see results across different modalities, and that helps keep you active and engaged. And then finally, number 11 is make it fun. If it's not fun, why are you doing it? Now, workouts are not always fun. I'll admit that. I happen to enjoy some workouts. I don't enjoy all of them. I would rather not do any cardio at all. But if I want to be successful in what I do enjoy, which is doing the mud runs with my family, then I definitely need to make sure that it's fun. That's the fun. And the work is what's getting me prepared for that fun. So I want to be in shape to do it. I need to do this. And so the fun is going to come when I'm competing in the mud run with my family. So I'll do a quick little recap of these. Okay, the first one is reconnect with your why. If you don't have a strong, compelling why, it's going to be very hard for you to drive yourself through those times when you just don't feel like it. But having a compelling why is going to keep you engaged and keep you wanting to do it. Okay. Number 2 is do it first. If you have problems with your day filling up, obligations, the phone rings, and now you got to do this, a car breaks down, this or that happens. Life happens. And so doing it first ensures that you get it out of the way and it's done, and you'll feel better about it the entire day after. Number 3, set an appointment. If you have a set time on your calendar, just like you would a meeting, just like you would a call, this is just another meeting, another thing that you do. You got it scheduled and you go do it. And, again, make it an appointment you don't want to cancel. It's not just a frivolous appointment with a friend. It is an appointment with yourself, and you be the boss. and you're not going to miss a meeting with your boss, so show up. Okay, number 4 is have an objective. So putting something out in front of you, like a race or like getting one dress size smaller, putting those things out in front of you are a good way for you to recognize progress and really kind of have this fresh look about getting to it and staying with it, because you know that that's coming up. There's a time-sensitive element to it, or something you want to accomplish in a bit of time that really kind of drives some urgency. And urgency is a very important thing to keep you moving. Okay, the next one is to set micro goals. So break up your goals into little pieces so you can see accomplishment over time, and that will help you stay a little bit more motivated. Number 6, make it something you trip over. I leave my workout bag in front of the door, so I make sure to pick it up and put it in my truck on my way out. That way I have it, and that way I don't have an excuse of, oh crap, I drove to work and I forgot my bag, and the gym's close to my office, so I don't want to drive all the way back home to get my bag, so I'm stuck. So I want to make sure that I trip over it and I get it in my truck, and then I've got what I need to go do my workout. Okay, number 7 is make it convenient. I actually have a gym membership near my office. I have a gym membership near my home, and I actually have some gym equipment in my own little shed shop. So I have equipment everywhere. I have an opportunity to work out everywhere. So there's almost no opportunity for me to not do it because it's so convenient for me to do it. Number 8 is hire a good trainer. I've done that recently. I wanted to get myself in better shape for that mud run. I want to be in the best shape of my life for that. And so to do that, I hired a trainer. And a good trainer is going to keep you motivated, going to keep you engaged, you're going to get results. And they're there also a little bit to hold you accountable, which is our next item. Number 9, have an accountability partner. And for me now, it's the trainer, but you can have a friend, but make sure, again, this friend that helps you, the person that helps you, needs to be someone that can hold you to it. So it's not someone that's going to let every excuse you give them just go. They're going to expect you to be accountable and hold you accountable. Number 10 is planned periodization. So change things up from time to time, but make it planned. Not a haphazard show up at the gym and just do something different. Have a plan for this periodization so that, you're progressing through maybe different modalities, or you're just changing up the exercises so it's a little bit more interesting over time. But that's a good way to kind of just keep your program, keep your results, keep things going, and you won't plateau as much, and it'll be a lot more interesting for you. And then number 11 is just have fun. If your workouts aren't fun, or they're not done for the sake of something else that's fun, then maybe that's not the right workout for you. Maybe there's another workout that would be more fun, that you would enjoy more. So consider how this is either going to be making you better for the fun you want to have, or it's fun itself. But if it's neither of those two, then maybe it's time to change to something else. I hope you enjoyed our time together today. And if you did, would you please share this with friends and family you think will benefit from it? Thank you. Next time on the 40 Plus Fitness podcast, we meet Katie Bowman and discuss her book, Aging Dynamically. Until then, have a happy and healthy day.